Pop Culture. I am your host, Rhaegar. Get down now, Rhaegar, down. Need you to eat another keyboard.
Oh my God, that's the greatest intro ever.
He's just pouting because I won't let him go out front. Anyway, welcome to Kingdom of Honor Does Pop Culture. I'm your host, Sandman
Oh,
Shane Sabunia, father of Rhaegar, the uh, Destructo puppy,
I can't
and
breathe right now. That's the greatest intro ever.
with my good buddy, the Honorable Jeff, who's laughing at me yelling at my dog. And welcome to our show. Today we're talking about the first 5 episodes of War,
And you're unplugged now. Wow, this.
very recent show on Netflix.
Repeat that because you got unplugged there for a half a second.
That, that.
Just because you yell at your dog doesn't mean you need to be lippy.
We're covering Warrior Nun, which is a new show on Netflix. We watched the first 5 episodes, and so we're going to be talking about the first 5 episodes of that show. And Jeff was just telling me right before we came on the air that overall he had mixed thoughts on it. We had talked briefly after we saw the first episode the same night, like I think we're like really within minutes of each other,
Yeah.
and he said that that was an interesting first episode, and I thought it was too. I was kind of like on the fence after that first episode, but ever since then I've really enjoyed it. I think the lead actress does an amazing job.
Yep.
I really enjoy the character of Shotgun Mary.
Yep.
Um, and I'm very intrigued by what's going on with Jillian Valius, or whatever her name is.
And I really, really enjoy Beatrice. I
Yes.
have this odd feeling Beatrice, by the end of the first season, is going to be a mega player. Like she might be the tipping point. Just the way that her character is being presented as the, like even her, and by the way, guys, spoilers. Sorry, it's gonna happen. Um, if you haven't seen the first 5 episodes, please watch them now, then come back and listen to us because there's gonna be a lot of talk about what's coming up. And if you are listening to us on YouTube, please hit that like button, subscribe button, ring that notification bell because we're going to do this, the second part here, probably in what, a week, 2 weeks?
Yep. It'd been a week because I've only got 3 episodes to go actually.
Yeah, I
So.
got 5 because unlike Lock and Key, I actually stopped when we were supposed to. But so when I'm talking about this, Shane's going to have a little insight on what's going on, kind of like I did with Lock and Key. But I'm going to be honest, this show, to me, at times drug a little. Uh, I never felt like the story got going up until about the third episode. Those first two, two and a half, maybe almost all three of the first episodes were really slow.
Really, the first three, I didn't feel that way. I mean, I did. Only parts I thought were slow was when she was kind of with that gang of uh, scammers or whatever you want to call
Yeah, and that
them,
was episode two and
grifters.
half of episode three.
Yeah.
But
So I mean,
I'm gonna be the story, amazing. The fact that we're getting that sci-fi feel, kind of like a Buffy, without the action of Buffy, is really cool. I think where I'm struggling right now with watching it is I want a little bit more action, and we're not getting that. I mean, if you look at all of our favorite shows, all the superhero shows, Buffy, Vampire Diaries, everything, there's action in almost every episode. And we really didn't get action until they stormed that company, and I can't think of the name right now.
no, I don't name the company either.
Arg something, Argnot? No. Anyway, um,
ArcNet.
there really wasn't action until Beatrice literally kicked everybody's ass. Until then, the first three and a half episodes were really action free. And that's kind of been my go-to when I'm looking at and watching shows is the comedy, the drama, and the action. We got the comedy, we got the drama, we didn't have the action. And that's why I kind of had the mixed feelings. But I have this really weird position right now after episode 5 and seeing how that ended, that the rest of this is going to be my kind of show.
You're really going to enjoy some stuff with Beatrice in the 7th episode.
Oh, good, good, because
So,
she's becoming my favorite character.
yeah,
I
she's really
really
cool.
like the way she is. I like the way she stood up to the cardinal in episode 5 and was like, "I follow God. I don't follow the church. I follow God." That was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Loved it. Loved it.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that there may not be stuff going on as straightforward as what it seems like right now. I'm not entirely convinced that the cardinal is the bad guy and the father's the good guy, for instance. You
I'm
know, it
convinced the father is the good guy. I'm not convinced the cardinal is the bad guy. Does that make sense?
it does, but
Okay.
I'm just one, I'm just not, convinced that the father is necessarily as pure as he seems like he is. I mean, he could easily be the guy trying to pull the strings behind the scenes too.
I don't see that.
Because it,
I
because it
get where you're
was
coming from, but I don't see
because
that.
it was an inside because yes, it was an inside job, but the cardinal wasn't really inside at the time that the job happened. He really wasn't hands on with the order when Shannon was ambushed.
That's the mystery that I am really interested in seeing. The fact that and okay guys, spoiler, if you haven't seen it, shut it off now, go watch it and come back. When Lilith died, that was like the pivotal moment for me where I was like, holy shit, this is my show.
When who? Wait, when who died?
Lilith.
Oh, when Lilith got sucked into hell, you mean?
Well, no, she died. Granted, okay, we didn't see, but she
She
got
was
stabbed
stabbed.
by the Tarek,
Yeah.
and she was dying, and the fact that she was one of those characters that throughout the first 4 episodes, and even 99% of that fifth episode, I was like, I hate this bitch. And then when she sacrificed herself to get Ava the sword, I was like, wait a minute, is she now a different? What happened here? Wait, what? Whole, it was a complete character change for her. And the fact that she,
I don't know. She was running at Ava with the sword, holding it high. I'm not exactly sure she was trying to give it to her.
no, she was, if you watch it back, go back and watch it back, when they cut to that scene where it's the Tarek and Lilith and Ava's in the foregrounds, she's going to swing it at the Tarek, but then drops it because she got stabbed. And then the first thing out of her mouth is pick up the sword.
No,
So
it's no, it's not. It's pick up the
sword.
sword.
And it was maybe she was trying to defeat the Tarek, and after she got stabbed, she realized that she wasn't the one. It's one of those interesting character
Yeah.
arcs.
My point is, I don't think her goal was to deliver the sword to
No,
Ava.
no, no. I agree with you. It's one of those interesting character arcs that after she got stabbed, she realized that she is not the chosen, and Ava is. It was just it no, I agree with you. I do not think that her sole goal was to get the sword to Ava. And I'm sitting here and this fifth episode is where the turning point for me came. Because I'm looking at this going, damn, what's gonna happen? Oh my God, is she gonna give the sword to Ava because she knows that the Derivium, it's Derivium, right?
Divinium.
Divinium, and the Halo, they work together. It's the only way to defeat the Terran. And they go to that slow motion cut, and everything's happening. And I'm like, she realized it. Does she realize? And then she got stabbed, and she was like, pick up the sword. Um, I I hate the fact that you watched the next 2 episodes. Probably like you hated the fact that I watched um, Lock and Key ahead of time, because I just want to watch more. I need to see where this story goes because I am so incensed with it right now that it took everything in my power to stop watching.
Well, you can blame HBO Max for me watching ahead because I really wanted to watch other stuff on HBO Max, but since they won't put But since they won't come to agreement with Roku or Amazon Fire TV and put out an app I can actually watch on a television.
I'm
Um,
always on my phone, and your Samsung sucks, so it's not. You don't blame HBO Max.
no, I do. I do blame HBO Max. All they need to do is make an agreement with the two biggest streaming services out there.
Right.
You know that
Okay.
the two streaming devices that hold 70% of the market might be a good idea, don't you
I
think?
will agree with you only because HBO Now and HBO Go have been on fucking Amazon for years, and I just want to watch anything, and I can't unless it's on my phone. Thanks a lot, HBO Max. Assholes.
Well, you can get an app for your PS4 too, but
I don't know. No, I'm not watching on my PS4. I'm not watching on my PS3. I'm not watching. If it's not on my Amazon, I watch it on my phone.
okay then.
And well, I have a toddler who's addicted to TV, so I have to watch on my phone anyway, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I don't, so I'm not.
And it's nice because I don't have to pause it to go to the bathroom or go get a snack or out to smoke, you know. I just take my phone with me, keep watching.
Sure.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, this show, the only reason I have mixed reactions, this show is amazing, by the way. I love the characters, I love the actors. I think the actors do great. This actor that play or actress that plays Ava, I mean, I don't know her name, but she is amazing. She really is. It's very rare you see somebody own a part like this. Like, you and I are really big into superheroes and sci-fi shows, and there's always that main character who um will come here, Arlo. Sorry, child. Who always owns the show from the start. You had Buffy, we had Jesus, everyone on originals. We had I don't know if you've seen the Battlestar Galactica,
Mhm.
but she owned that role from the start. And this was one of those shows where you really kind of see Ava not the main topic, not owning that role from the start, but ultimately being the badass that we thought she was going to be.
Eventually.
Yeah. And it's a nice dynamic because we're not seeing that. The first episode of Buffy, she owned it. She
Well,
didn't grow in,
she tried to run away from her duty in the first episode.
but she didn't have to really grow into it. Where it feels like Ava is growing into her role. It doesn't feel like she owns that from the start. And I think that might be where the intrigue comes in. I'm still a little frustrated because I am now I need to have three dynamics in every episode. I need that comedy. I need that drama. And I need that action. And like I said, in the first three maybe episodes, three and a half, we didn't get that action. We had the rest of it, but we didn't have that action. And that's where my issues came. Otherwise, this is 100% recommendation. If you need to watch a show on I'm sorry, Netflix, this is your show. Watch the first five episodes, tune in next week after we go through the next five episodes, and enjoy.
Absolutely. You know, I don't. I'm not the same way with Jeff that I absolutely have to have that action in there. So I would say, you know, I have it's a ringing endorsement from me so far. And you know, I'm sure the next five of the season is going to be, you know, it's going to be more, you know, some more world building, of course, but less of the, you know, supposedly dull stuff that Jeff's talking about. So
It would I feel like an asshole for saying that. For saying dull. I really felt like it was interesting. It was great character building. But like I said, lately I have been really into the Arrowverse. I've been really into Flash and Supergirl, and And every single one of those episodes, the one common thread is they have the comedy, they have the drama kind of mixing throughout the majority of the episode, and the last 5 minutes is the action. So when I'm watching these episodes, and
Yeah, that's a good point.
that's kind of what I'm into right now, it's really hard to go back and go, holy shit, nothing's happening. I got comedy, I got a few jokes, I got some laughter, I got my drama. Where the hell are the people punching each other? I mean, that's where I'm coming from. So
Well,
take
I
that.
don't think, but see, I mean, and maybe I'm just maybe I'm just conflating more of it than anything. But I really don't remember an episode of the show that did not have any action in it. So,
In this
um,
show, I
yeah,
mean, it opened up with the Shannon dying and the whole, and we haven't really talked about what's happened up till now. We've kind of just brushed across it, but I mean, the series opens, and it opens with an action scene, and I'm
yeah,
like, holy shit, this is going to be amazing. What the hell's going on with this Halo? Why are they all crying? What is happening? And it's when Shannon she's injured by this divinium bomb, and the mercenaries are coming to attack them, and they're trying to make this decision. Do we pull it out? Do we save her? What's going on? And I'm like, wow, this is amazing. Then they pull it out and they throw it in a dead girl.
as one does.
Right, because that's the way the Halo works. And I mean, the story makes sense. I get it. The all hell's breaking loose. She's got to get it in somebody before whatever, and she just throws it in the corpse for safekeeping at the time. And who would have known that that would have reanimated the corpse and blah blah blah. And I just blah 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 when people probably haven't seen it. But regardless, um,
Okay. So like yeah, so the first episode has that stuff. The second episode has um, Ava fighting with the demon at the end, and then the demon getting killed by the nuns, or getting shot at by the nuns at least, and disappearing.
wait, the second
The third
episode.
the third episode has Ava training in those action scenes. The fourth
Okay,
episode, go ahead.
so the second episode was when she fought off the alien, or I'm sorry, alien, demon.
Close enough.
Um, she ended the episode by fighting off the demon because she was the one who fought off the demon. The rest of them were like, I don't know what to do, and something Ava did release the power, put the demon back in hell. And then that third episode was her training, but still training sequences, not enough action for me. The
But
fourth
there was
episode,
but there was a lot of action in that training, is what I was saying.
fair enough. I'm just too tired to argue. I I just I think I had mixed reactions because I was expecting something a little more fast-paced, faster paced. I felt like season 4 or episode 4, episode 5 especially. I love the story. I'm not gonna lie. I could not get enough of it. I am really itching. In fact, probably after we're done here, I'm gonna watch episode 6. Um, because I've been kind of itching since I stopped watching on Friday to watch the rest. It's a great story. It's a great premise. It's got the drama and the comedy. I just felt like there was too much of lulls building characters. And that's on me. And that's totally on me because of what I am currently really invested in. And what I'm invested in is these superhero shows. Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, Legends, Black Lightning, Batgirl. That's where my investment is. So when
Hmm.
I'm not getting that same kind of approach, that's where my feeling is coming from. I'm
Yeah, no,
not
I get it. I
I'm
get it.
not taking
I was just
anything away
pointing out
from
that
this.
there actually is action in every single episode.
And by the way, I don't know who's playing Ava, but she's kind of hot. Just saying.
I'm I don't
Please
disagree
let her be
that she's cute and hot and stuff, but I just think that she's doing an amazing job in the role. So
please be of
that that
age.
that to me
Please be of
takes a
age.
back seat. To-
Nice, she's 23. Good. She's of age.
oh. Okay then.
Sorry. And no, I mean, she does an amazing job. She's really good at what she's doing. She's really tormented. Um, she wants to be because of what decades? Well, how old is she in this? She's 17, 18?
I think she's 18 because they talked about how she would how on her birthday she'd have to leave the
The
orphanage.
orphanages, yeah.
So I would assume she's 18.
And the whole storyline with the what do you call her? Murder nun? Can't really call her Angel of Death because of the island, and we just went through that.
uh, yeah, I don't know the mercy killing nun. I really don't know what to call her.
But that was really a cool storyline too. And then when she confronted her, and was it episode 4? When she confronted her, and she was like, "How many have you killed?" And she's like, "I've lost count over the years."
Yeah, yeah, I think that was episode 4. And so
Just
again, there was action there because the nun was trying to kill her and she killed the nun. Plus Lilith was fighting off against the security guys. So
fine, you got me. There's action in every show. God, fuck. All right. I'm not going to deny it. I personally, when I was watching it, I was like, these episodes are taking too long. They're not moving as quick as I want them to. But maybe if I'd been in a different state of mind, maybe if I had not been watching the Arrowverse like I have so religiously, it probably would have been more what I was looking for. Ultimately, I'm going to flat out say this. This series is great. I love the premise. I love the back and forth with the priest and the cardinal and all the sister warriors. I love the Lilith and Machine Gun Mary,
Shotgun Mary.
Shaka Mary. Um, I love the fact I even really liked her interactions with those, what are we gonna call them? They're not vagrants,
The Grifters.
the drifters. Yeah, I I I really liked every single episode I saw. And every single episode I saw, I was like, I want to watch more. And that's where it killed me to stop at 5 because I was about to text you on Friday and say, can we get them all done in time? Like I did with Jessica Jones a couple weeks ago. But I didn't want to throw that stress on you either. But I really came that close 'cause I think this is an amazing show. It's really up our alley, and I want to see more. Where I was coming from at that time was like, it's not enough action for me.
Yeah, I think and honestly, I could have gotten it in as long as I wasn't watching the ROH show. So I mean, we just had to pick and choose which one we wanted to cover at that point. So
Well, we need to cover it all.
all right then.
Good choice.
All right, so we'll be back with you next week to cover the second half of the first season of Warrior Nun. Uh, until then, remember it's never goodbye. It's just till next time.
You take away my bit every time.
Well, that's because I don't want to ride you like a horse.
Gross.
You're the one that said bit, not me.
Sayonara.